What's going on, everyone? Dancing Lobster back again today with another replay analysis, and this is going to be of a Crystal Maiden. So we're gonna play here, and this is in the. Let me look it up. 2.5 to 3K area. So we've already done one Crystal Maiden replay, but it's always, you know, every support game is gonna be different. Like the lineups are gonna be different, the itemization is gonna be different. So there's going to be some overlap with what I talked about, but let it pause right off the bat. There's going to be a lot of new stuff we can talk about. So he's got Frostbite level 1. That's fine. It's usually, actually like pretty much what you want to get. Theoretically, at a level 1 fight, Crystal Nova might be better, but pretty much always Frostbite. Axe gets the rune. Base rune. Alright. So at this point, I'm going to talk about your starting items. I don't think the Gauntlet of Strength is a good starting item on Crystal Maiden. I know she's low strength, but it's oh, is this a mid? Crystal Maiden? Oh, that changes everything. I just assumed it was going to be support. Wow, alright. So instead of this starting build, if she knew she was going mid from the start. Wow, I completely jumped in. Alright. So if you're gonna end up in this mid position, your start items will be more along the lines of getting some in stats, so you do more right click damage, because 38 is not gonna help you win mid. And so you want to get probably a Null Talisman and Tangos, or get the Tangos given to you typically. And in a lean against Morphling, who's gonna be low strength, assuming he's getting some more agility for himself. As a Crystal Maiden, you're just going to only be spamming him out of lane once you get Arcane Aura. So pretty much every time he comes close to the wave, you should be hitting him with Frostbite. Right now, you should hit him with Frostbite. You have a lot of mana regen, and
Dire's top tower is under attack.
He won't have that much. I guess he went 7 Tangos, so he has a good amount of regen. But so, to be honest, mid is one of my weakest roles. It's definitely my weakest role. So, a lot of the micro things about mid I might not be able to catch, but the big picture ideas like being efficient with your time, bottle throwing, and all that, I'll still be able to help with. Sorry, I'm just looking around. Stuff's happening. So you know they have a roaming Ricky. At any time, I guess he could theoretically come to your lane. That's something you should be worried about. At this point, you Frostbite. Oh, you Frostbite your creep. This is definitely the right build to go. You have a lot more utility. I would like to see you bring out boots and also
First blood.
If you're going mid like this, you should consider going phase boots. You definitely need to get some stat items like a Null Talisman if you're gonna lane successfully. I mean, like this guy's not putting that much pressure on you. For the third point, I would I'm actually not quite sure what the damage to it is. Let's see. Oh, so it does 200. It's actually probably more beneficial to level Frostbite when you're in a 1v1 scenario, simply because it will hold him longer and also does more damage. So okay, and then for your fourth point, I would put it in Arcane Aura. Yeah, you should be using this just all your spells on constantly. Get him out of the lane. These tangles will only last so long. But definitely save the mana Frostbite if he goes on you.
This'll come in handy.
No, your last thing's actually decent for Crystal Maiden mid. Actually, it's not great, but it's not like you haven't gotten anything. kind of looking. I'm gonna start talking about. So if you're gonna be this mid Crystal Maiden, value in phase boots can be definitely worth it. You're a slow hero, move speed, and also just give you that damage to farm creeps can be good. You win bottle. I don't think that's. I think it's all right on Crystal Maiden mid, just because you do need. If like he was harassing more, you would need it for the health aspect. But the mana aspect is obviously something you really don't have to worry about. She has a terribly low mana pool, and this is what I talked about the Riki game coming in. He doesn't have Orb of Venom though, so he should be fine. Wow, he went for that. At this point, once he dove up onto that high ground, you should have turned around and Frost Nova and been hitting him while he walks back down. So you were a little slow to it. You're getting so much damage on him. And in this matchup, I would honestly consider skipping the Reading Field until like level 8. Because I think you can output a lot of damage with right clicks and Frostbite if you have not enough phase boots. And you're holding them there for 3 seconds. And also you get like the Null Talisman, which gives you a little bit of attack speed, gives you some more damage. I think you would have been able to do we'll see what you end up going. You could have done some good damage with that. So like this, you're asked him out of the lane. He doesn't have the runes, he has to go back. So you should be getting every one of these last hits when you're uncontested like this and you didn't get any. Like obviously that's just like, I can't really help you with that besides saying, you know, you gotta be last hitting creeps, but when you're in an uncontested lane, you really need to be making sure that you're not missing any. I'd like to see you get some boots now. Just Maiden's super slow. Investing in a, what's it called? Windlace? I don't know how to get rid of this, I forget. Yeah, it's a windlace. I think that would be a good early game item, and then also, what else is there? How do I get rid of this? Look at these items while you go. Rada Atos might be a good pickup. Just kind of just go for that utility build. Yeah, you can't do that. You can easily just, if he had ever waveformed on top of you to harass you, you could definitely go for the Frostbite Freezing Field, but just using it like that when he still has his waveform up and get away, definitely not gonna
Radiant's
happen.
bottom tower is under attack.
Yule's is also a good pickup because you move speed, you can dodge the X-Torrent and stuff. And definitely, I would like to see a 4-step pickup. You can 4-step people out of Cold Feet. You can 4-step people out of Smoke Screen, which is going to be super helpful. And also, so whenever it gets torrented and the boat's coming, you can still force them out of the way. And 4-step is definitely something you can get on like a mid-coast domain just because of the utility it provides and like the amount of, like, you're going to have enough items that you'll have other items besides your 4-step to keep doing that damage that you want. So just like the utility will help your team so much, especially since you're in Wind Ranger could build a 4-step, but I guess Enchanters could build the Hurricane Pike, but so you have 900 gold that you have to spend right now. Career's been in your shop for a while. You should definitely get your boots out. I'm kind of curious to see what you end up picking for your boots. You go for Tranquils. I don't think that's necessary at all, considering you have a bottle. Tranquils are, you know, obviously a very support-like item or offlane, but when you're in this position where you're gonna have a lot of farm and you have this bottle, you'll be able to keep your health up pretty often, pretty reliably. And I don't know, there's just other items you could go. Like you're gonna be tanking up, like you're not gonna be this support that's just taking damage. You can't take. Obviously, you should definitely go blink. What did you just wait for? Yeah, this would have been a situation to. Oh, it's not up.
Dire's
Double
top
damage.
tower is under attack.
Nice. Oh. Nice. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Well played. And I think you actually kept him right outside of attack range too, which is really good. Say how much the. Doesn't say what the range on it is, but it might be.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, it looks like it's longer than his attack range. Yeah, definitely. I think Blink Dagger is obviously something you want to go for. You can jump on a lot of these. Like Riki is definitely a hero that you can burst with a Frostbite and a Freezing Field. I like this build, going kind of like for the Not maxing either, but you're kind of getting the best of both worlds for both and leaving this at 1. I really like that. That was really well done. Clinks, when he doesn't have his death packed up, is definitely someone you can burst down with that combo. So one of the problems you're going to run into as this Crystal main is mana pool issues. Oh, so you did go phase speeds. Perfect. Alright, so it looks like you bought Tranks and then you sold them. That's really good. I think this extra damage is going to help you last it so much.
Dire's middle tower is under
Just help you
attack.
put that little bit more damage and give you that move speed to help get away from it. So at this point where you have so much farm, you're not really that type of mid hero that can just push the tower. I mean, you could spam your spells and let your creeps hit it, which is definitely an option here. You should kind of be looking to help the other lanes out. The other team has more kills than you. Let's see how you're safe. You're safe from
Dire's
hide 3
middle
times.
tower is under attack.
You got a AFK jungle enchantress.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Jungle. You should be looking to apply more map pressure at this point and kind of going around the map and sorry, and kind of taking advantage of the fact that their heroes aren't that tanky around. Puka's pretty much the only one. He's got a lot of strength. But Morph's gonna be morphed to around the 1,000 health range for the first 20 minutes of the game. Might even be lower like he is now, and then obviously Clinks is low when he's alive. Ricky's really low strength gain, and AA is not the highest strength either. Those early game with your magic damage, you can output a lot of damage. So I want to see you putting more map pressure, or I would be putting more map pressure on at this point, and I would even kind of say, hey, I'm gonna start moving around the map. You know, someone take mid to get that experience, either Wind Ranger or Enchantress. So you're going mid still. Not the best. Focus on. Let's get some player perspective going. Yeah, speed this up in times 2, just kind of see what you're doing.
Tower has fallen.
Your team's fighting bot, your team's pushing top, and you're alright. So
Dire's bottom tower is
you
under
see your team's
attack.
getting dove, you kind of look, you're just
Dire's
pushing
middle
mid.
tower is under attack.
Especially after you push this tower, you definitely need to put in that pressure. So see a dude coming in, you haven't looked at him. Oh no, sorry, you don't see him. He's invisible. Just a play thing. So you don't know this Ricky's on you. That was really good. You frostbit him and then ran. With the level 3 where it's 3 seconds, that's really good. So you just dodged a gank. Tangoing up, you still have tangos from the early game. If you see a frostbite on you mid like that, you kind of have to know that they were gearing up to kill you. I mean, it could be a random one, but here, we're gonna move back a little bit. So you're kind of just chilling mid. You see that the map's empty. Their bottom tower is being pushed. That means that a good portion of their heroes are doing something else on the map right now. You can't see this Ricky. You end up seeing pink on the map. You see an ice blast just came at you. That ice blast will only kill you. That means they're dealing out to kill you. You see no one else on the map. At least one other person's mid, and it ends up being 2 others other than the AA that you saw.
I'm burning up.
And especially 2 invis heroes are going to be looking for these ganks around the map. That's definitely something you could have implied. Like, not implied, like, just having that map awareness that, you know, no one's showing. I could definitely, something's definitely going on with the enemy team. Fast forward a little bit more. Alright, so now you're going bomb. You saw there was a team fight going. Let's see how you play this. This is nice. Arming the creeps. That's something you gotta be careful for this game. Oh, he just messed up. He baited it, dude. I'm gonna say that was all you baiting. What a play. Oh no. Oh no. Definitely bottle up at this point. If he goes in, he's probably dead. So you got your blink dagger. Oh no. No. So you got him getting a return kill, that's fine.
Dire's middle tower
I like
has
the blink
fallen.
dagger pickup. And so this is gonna help you gank a lot. And when you see an enemy team with 2 invis heroes like this, even though you're a core, you need to be picking up dusting. And that's something you should be doing right now. Like every core support on your team, except for Lycan, probably should have dust on them right now. Because they're all like Change is gonna be ganking, Lycan's gonna be pushing, doesn't matter. But Axe is gonna be ganking his Blink Dagger now. Like you all need dust, none of you do. And I'm gonna guarantee that this ends up costing you. Oh god. Oh my goodness. So the fact that none of you are picking up dust and stuff like that, you need to identify that. You know, these are 2 heroes where their strong suit is their invis, and that is so easily countered, and especially when you're in this role where you have so much money and like your Axe can jungle and have this money, you should never be caught without dust. You came bot again, that's good. Get the frostbite off. Oh, and a shadow blade. Yes, you're 100% going dust. Or yeah, and sentries even would be good. Really well played. Okay. Oh no. Oh, that's close. So you're going back to base now. I'm kind of curious. Let's see what's going to. By your perspective, see what you're going to buy. You haven't marked it yet.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
You still have so like I was talking about before, you bought this Gauntlet Strength and you're not building it into anything. It's pretty, I mean it's 3 strength. I mean, it's helpful, but if you're not building anything, it's kind of a waste. So you're coming bot. Still. See a haster top, you could have gotten. You're going Axe. I'm fine with this, especially in the mid position, especially since you have your blink. Because it helps with your mana pool a ton, and also damage is really, really strong. Does it? I don't think it decreases the cooldown or anything. The move slow is increased, that's what I was thinking. Oh no. You can't freezing field here because it'll just cloud you. It's something you gotta be on the lookout for is they have a lot of ways to cancel your freezing field. Yeah, the stun from him and also the smoke cloud. I kinda want to jump ahead until so you should sell this at this point.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Looks like he dodged in there.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
So you're about 200 away from your Axe at this point. So then you should just go and farm that out. Or 800. Did I say 200? 800 away? You should definitely go farm that out. Just so you have it. And I think I ended up seeing on your Dota buff that you end up going to Glimmer Cape. And I don't think that's the play this game. One, because you're in the core role. You kind of want to commit to damage at this point, or just reliability of getting your damage out, whether that be like Force Staff for survivability, or like Force Staff, although it's like a defensive item, you know, there's a lot of applications for just keeping you alive so you can smoke screen, whereas Glimmer Cape's a little bit more defensive in the sense that I don't know, it just doesn't help with positioning. It's really only reactionary type thing, where there's so many uses for a Force Staff. Force Staff also gives you in. But I think you end up going Glimmer Cape after this, Axe maybe, and it's like even if you're invisible, they're gonna see where you placed your freezing field, and they can still smoke cloud and torrent it and everything. So.
Back to 4.
So we're gonna see. Should have your axe by now. So you're going Glimmer Cave, and I don't think that's really a smart idea.
Dire's top tower is
When you're
under
playing
attack.
Fortress. Instead of the Glimmer Cave, is what I'm forgetting to bring up, is BKB. You know, nothing of theirs can go through BKB. And you can purge or dispel someone. Like, he's got an Orchid you can take off. Smoke Cloud, Axe marks the spot. You can stop, Torrent, Boat, Waveform, Tap to Strike. I think BKB would have definitely been the better item instead of Glimmer Cape. Also gives you the strength. Terrible build. Oh no. Nice blast. Jump ahead a little bit more. Still don't have dust. Oh no. Definitely had time to put the cape there. I'm not sure if it would have saved you, but it's worth a try. Alright, down here. So we're gonna watch this one. So you see this dude, you don't have any detection, and yet you still jump him.
Long will my embers burn.
There's detection, and this guy just gets away. You have... I guess you're on the slide anymore, but...
Wasn't nice. Can't feel a thing.
So you guys killed the Morphling. Looks like the rest of their team. Just kind of like a team thing. When you have a Lycan like this, and 3 of them or 4 of them are dead, you gotta be pushing. Whether that be going and helping your Lycan push this tower now, or your Lycan coming over and pushing the tier 2. This guy's gonna die 'cause he doesn't have anything. Oh no, the axe comes in with the save.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
You guys got the tier 2. They're all dead. You guys should definitely... only 2 of them are up within the next like 30 seconds or 20 seconds. You guys should definitely be in 5. I don't think there's any value in you pushing this tower alone. I think you should go with your team. Investing in a gem also wouldn't be bad.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Glimmer Cape, no! You could have done that so much earlier and only been at like half health instead. Oh, they just stood there.
Nature attend us.
So, a lot of times people, they have problems with like reaction times and using their items in like a timely manner. Why isn't this guy ulting? And so kind of in the habit of making sure that, you know, you're using everything that's in your kit, whether it be your spells and your items, is at some point during the game, you need to look at their skills and say, if they use this, I'm going to use this. And if you ever get Orchided, your immediate reaction is, alright, I'm going to ghost Glimmer Cape. That'll be in your head, so the next time you get Orchided, you just Glimmer Cape right away. And then also, other things, if you ever get X'd, wait like a second or 2, and then Glimmer Cape, so that way your Glimmer Cape when the Torrent and Boat hits, and you know, you take less damage. You should, if you ever see like an E-Blade or Adaptive Strike from you, your reaction should be to blink. If a Ricky ever jumps you, you know, walk out of the cloud, and Frostbite, run away, stuff like that. So we're gonna jump ahead a little bit more. Is this the beginning of the end for you guys? It's okay in the call. And then you can build the Ghost Scepter and E-Blade. stop them all from right clicking. Also do more damage. At this point, when they're all dead, if you have to go for like racks on things. You forgot to push this one. Let's see. You get a range rack. So see, you went Veil. Using your ult off cooldown is perfectly fine, especially if you're killing one of their cores like that. You went Veil. It does well with you, but I'm gonna guess you're gonna run into the problem where your freezing field is just gonna get cancelled like every time. Alright, so I don't understand why you keep standing still after you Glimmer Cape. It doesn't work that way. I don't know if you're confusing it with Shadow Amulet, where once you're invisible, like you can't move. It doesn't work that way. I don't know. Kind of looks like that's what you think it does, and it doesn't do that. You can move around as much as you want with Glimmer Cape. So. Like I said with the Veil, I understand that it's gonna amp your damage a lot more, but I don't think it's a terrible it's a good pickup on Crystal Maiden, but it's not the best this game simply because your team does very, very little magical damage outside of you. Our shot is pretty much the only other thing. I don't know. I think it does. Maybe not. Maybe not. I don't think it does. Yeah, it doesn't get buffed by decreased magic resistance, so. Kind of one of those things. See, you're building up, and then you're going boots travel. It's good at this point. And jump ahead a little bit more. Looks like it's something up. Let's jump back to the beginning of this fight. This looks like a good one. Could have saved your win range right there, but it looks like you're looking at this fight.
You did your best. Ice is not always nice.
So that was an alright fight. You kind of missed what was going on in the back lines, but you did get the kills on all the enemy frontliners, so you guys should get 2 sets of racks off this, even though it's just you two. Yeah, you definitely could. You need to start hitting this soon. Yeah, after the buyback. I don't think you used the Veil that fight either. Could have definitely gotten some more damage on him. And I guess a solo AA like that, you might even been able to kill. Oh, I guess not. He's pretty tanky, right? But yeah, it looks like that's the beginning of the end. Yeah, you guys get megas almost. Assuming you win. Yeah. So this game's a little off just because, you know, it's a mid Crystal Maiden, but I think we talked about some really good things. About looking at what items you want to build against the enemy team, and also being better at assessing a situation where you need to. Oh, I left the music on this video. Damn. And just kind of like making sure that you're using your items, and also being aware that you can use them on the enemy team type situation. I don't think you used your Veil once, so a little bit better itemization you could have had. EKB I think would have been a much better item for you, and Ghost Scepter. But otherwise, you did pretty good. Also, adding more map pressure early on, especially as a Crystal Maiden, where you have this pretty good magic damage that you can output. I would have liked to see more map movements early game to help secure your team more farm. So, hope you guys like this video. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comments. And if you want to see more videos like this, be sure to subscribe. So, thanks for watching.